This is my Week 7 presentation on the rich media and articles for the semester. We were asked this week to pick the article and rich media that made the most impact on us this semester. I actually have 3 that I really enjoyed and that I believe shaped my capstone, and all 3 of these just happen to be rich media. The first video that I was really fascinated with was the YouTube video called A Vision of Students Today. The second was also a YouTube video called Academia 2.0. Incidentally, both of these videos were produced and filmed at Kansas State University. And the final video that I enjoyed was the Chronicle video interview of John Seely Brown and how the internet is changing education one tinkerer at a time. The most important video that I watched this semester with regards to my capstone was the YouTube video called A Vision of Students Today. In this video, students, faculty, and administration at Kansas State were interviewed and discussed their research into the current generation of students. The video discussed the very unique personalities and characteristics of this generation and said that they were able to choose what they were interested in throughout their education because of their early exposure to information through advanced technologies such as the internet. Because of this, they have very short-term attention spans for information that doesn't interest or pertain to them. Therefore, education's major challenge is going to be how to further engage these students, whether it's through the traditional classroom or through advancing technology. While no answer was given to this dilemma, it was a wonderful synopsis of the research that I have previously done on Generation Next and confirmed the problem that I see looming for higher education. The second YouTube video that I really enjoyed was the Kansas State video titled Academia 2.0. This video moved from focusing on the students themselves to focusing on the real deficiencies in higher education. It was a video set to music of students holding up signs that each said something either about their education, their reliance or preference for technology, or the characteristics of their generation. I'm not sure if you can read the sign that this girl is holding up, but it says, "My neighbor paid for class but never came." And then the camera pans out and the seat next to her is empty. You might remember my original presentation on this video, which included a girl holding up a sign that said, "I will read 8 books this year," and then immediately she held up a second sign that said she would visit over 1,000 websites and over 1,500 Facebook pages. Again, this video does not propose any solution other than that higher education must fix this giant hole in the service that they are providing to students by broadening the scope of what education is. Education can no longer survive with a lecturer standing in front of a classroom. There must be new initiatives taken to meet the demands of this new generation of learners. The final video that I really enjoyed was the Chronicle of Higher Education's interview with John Seely Brown. Dr. Brown discusses how years ago people tinkered with everything, cars, radios, hobbies, but then about 10 years ago, tinkering stopped because technology had taken over. Now, no one knew enough about the technology to start tinkering. But in the past 5 years, technology has become personal again. Through innovations like playlists, iPods, PowerPoint presentations, YouTube, etc., there's been a rebirth of the tinkerer. People are now surfing the internet for no particular reason, but just to see what's out there. Dr. Brown feels like this is an untapped resource for education. If students are able to self-educate themselves through these avenues, why can't education harness that desire to tinker into true education? I think this video is the one that helped change the direction of my capstone the most. I began the semester really worried about my capstone, and now in the final week of class, I'm just so darn excited. I find myself telling everyone about it, seeing opportunities for research and growth of my topic in everyday situations, and thinking about it all the time. I think the videos that I have shared today had a great role in this. They confirmed what I was seeing in Generation Next. They agreed that technology and higher education needed to find a balance in the classroom, and they encouraged me, most importantly, to think outside of the box of what normal research is. 10 years ago, research was checking stacks of books out of the library. 5 years ago, research was finding articles on JSTOR.com. But today, research, like education itself, is more hands-on. Thinking outside this box of what traditional education is has inspired me to start my own blog about internships. I think gathering open dialogue through this format is going to be an incredible benefit in the initial stages of my capstone. Thinking outside the box of what traditional education is has also inspired me to take another look at the resources that I already use on a daily basis, like Facebook. Examining things that I'm already comfortable using and that I know are common for many students today is just another way of researching. I don't know if you can see it on this presentation screen or not, but I created a new Facebook account last night. This account is completely dedicated to internship dialogue. Much like my blog, I'm hoping to meet students where they're most comfortable to talk about their internship experiences. There's also a link from my blog to my Facebook page, and from my Facebook page to my blog. Opening the lines of communication for students is the key. Like the rich media showed, you have to first identify what makes your target audience different. Then you have to meet them in that place. And finally, you have to allow them to tinker and poke around and explore that topic. I think this is how my capstone will be truly successful, and I'm really excited to see where it takes me.